Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on it. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. return will stop right around the 25. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on first down. Officially a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now they'll throw with Lance. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. Off of play action, here's Lance. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Lance now to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Lance going to throw. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 31-yard line.
Second down at 5. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And some room to work. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Hurts being chased out left. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Here's Mostert, toss left side. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They hand it off to Mostert, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On play action, Lance. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The kick by Gold is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And that's complete to Sanders. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
A handoff running left is Mostert. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 17, Lance. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Mostert. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Again, it's Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out. But does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And it hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering.
Hey, bro, about the 4th down, are you there? Hey, see, I read the rules. So inside of the opponent's territory, you may go whenever. And there's also one freebie. But I just realized that the rule is only on the 4th for the freebie.
Like crazy.
Yeah.
What's it gonna take
So
to get back
I
on
don't know
track?
if you wanna do. I mean, you're winning. I don't know if you wanna do a replay or what do you wanna do. It's cutting. Can you send me a text or we can do whatever. Just let me know. I thought it was a freebie all over the place.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, you were just alluding to it. They had the lead. Don't try anything silly. Run the ball, but they opted to throw it incomplete.
And now the punt, as a result, is really
if you want to start the game again, we can do it again. It's okay. Just let me know now.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the
I
game
can
for
barely
either
hear you,
team.
but I'm going to call you on Facebook.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 20. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on. Because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They'll go again with Sanders. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Looking to throw. Out to his left. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. Shrugs him off. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Sanders. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal? that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Scott. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a play fake. Lance. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The Niners on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run the toss to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another run here with Sanders. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Now a carry for Sanders. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Check, 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 check. Mike spot forward.
Here's Hurts to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So quickly, all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off of play action, here's Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Eagles, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.